What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, you know I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box below. Make sure you go to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks, subscribe over there, and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Alright y'all, thanks for clicking on the video. Hope everyone is doing well. Now this video is for educational purposes, so as I approach this topic with respect, I need you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Now, one of my subscribers, Queen Williams, she commented on the video I did about the Georgia pastor who lost her life while ministering to that man. Queen Williams said, "So sad. This happened to my friend Cynthia McGee, an ordained pastor in Florida several years ago. Went into her business and shot her point blank, and she was helping him through a drug addiction. Long story, can't get over it, even though she's in heaven, Sanford, Florida. Wish I knew of you then." Well, Queen, you know me now, and you touched a nerve in me because I don't know if you all know this. Sanford, Florida and Orlando, those are my old stomping grounds. I got family and friends all up and through there. So, Queen, we going back to get that story, and I could do whatever I want to do on the YouTube show I created and cultivated, so let's get into it. Cynthia McGee-Bryant, 53 years old, was a successful businesswoman and church minister in the Central Florida area. According to family and friends, Cynthia loved to help people and never had a bad word to say about anyone, which is why it came as a shock that one morning at her office in Sanford, Florida, Cynthia McGee-Bryant was found shot to death at her desk. According to Edith Bryant, who once was Cynthia's mother-in-law before the divorce of Cynthia and her son, stated, "She always likes to help people. She would go out and feed the needy. I can't understand why someone would want a woman so revered in the community dead." The word of Cynthia's death got around to people in the Sanford community. Even her pastor, Bishop Antonio Richardson, only had great things to say about Cynthia. Bishop Richardson said she was going to the convalescent homes, prisons, helping the homeless, providing food, shelter, and clothes to them, and also preaching the gospel to them. Now, investigators had many tips come in, all leading to one suspect, and days later they arrested 46-year-old Richard Lawrence Barnes. Witnesses say they saw Richard Barnes walk into Cynthia's office that morning and leave quickly after the gunshots were heard. Now, according to friends of Cynthia McGee-Bryant, they said that she was trying to help Richard Barnes get his life back together. Take a breath. Oh, God. Look, it's not your job to help some grown man or some grown woman get their life back together. Let the professionals do it. Let the people at the halfway house, let the counselors do it, the therapists, all to let them do it. It's not your job to help them. When helping you starts to hurt me, I got to go. I got to go. When helping you starts to hurt me, I'm out of there. And that goes for family, friends, and associates. Come on, y'all. Even for those of you who are religious and spiritual and all that stuff, and definitely those of you who go to church. Well, what would Jesus do, Dawson? Wouldn't Jesus help? Do what Jesus do, Dawson. Jesus would tell him to rise, take up his bed, and walk. Now, let me get back on track. I'm already about to go off here. Let me get back on track. Cynthia and Richard met through her church. Richard Barnes was homeless, spent time in prison, and had been on drugs. Police said that Cynthia and Richard had an on-again and off-again relationship. Take a breath. Y'all women, especially church women, and I know men get in situations like this too, but it's mostly the women who are always trying to help people, and especially the church women, because they telling you got to do it for the Lord, you got to do it for this and all this stuff, and be a part of the prison ministry, be a part of the singles ministry, be a part of the homeless ministry. We're going here, we're going there. And these people out here are con artists, and you already want a husband, you already want somebody, so you think you can go out there and fix him up in the name of the Lord for you? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta wake up. Now I'm gonna let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me. I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
Good evening, I'm Sion Rhodes. Richard Barnes was picked up in downtown Orlando today, accused of shooting and killing Sanford insurance agent Cynthia McGee-Bryant at her office. The pair once had a relationship. Watch 2's Travell Island Live at the Orange County Jail, where Barnes is being held tonight. Travell?
Well, see, the Sanford police chief says it was a tip from the public that led to Richard Barnes' arrest. He's being held here at the Orange County jail because he was picked up in Orlando, but eventually he'll be turned over to the Sanford police.
Mr. Barnes, this is what's going to happen, okay? We're going to take you back to the Sanford PD probably.
48 hours after being named a suspect in his ex-girlfriend's murder, police arrested 46-year-old Richard Barnes in downtown Orlando on Wednesday and carted him off to jail. What do you have to say to her family?
Grace, I love you. I didn't do it. Look at the tapes. I never left the Paramore area. I never left Paramore. I never left Orlando.
Barnes says he did not kill 53-year-old Cynthia McGee-Bryant, but Sanford police believe on Monday afternoon Barnes came into her insurance office in Sanford and shot her multiple times.
There are witnesses who indicate he was there prior to shots being fired and leaving the scene shortly thereafter.
I've never even left Paramore area.
He's just a kind of artist, and he's just a smooth talker.
Margaret Clark is Richard Barnes' ex-wife. She says Barnes had an on-again, off-again relationship with Cynthia McGee-Bryant, who friends call a church-going woman.
Church people is the more easy target, because he would tell me them is the ones that they say they're Christian.
Clark accuses Barnes of having a drug problem and being violent with her in the past. She says she warned McGee-Bryant.
Because when he's off the drugs, Richard is a very nice person. Drugs is Richard's problem. When he's on them drugs.
Well, Barnes has faced several drug charges in the past. Tonight he's locked up and facing first-degree murder charges. He'll have his first appearance in court tomorrow morning. For now, we're live at the Orange County Jail. Travell Island, West 2 News.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, before I begin, I'd like to give my condolences out to the family, friends, and associates of Cynthia McGee-Bryant. She was beloved in the Sanford and Orlando community, and she is definitely missed. Now, a Sanford jury convicted Richard Lawrence Barnes of first-degree murder for murdering his former girlfriend, Cynthia McGee-Bryant, over food stamps. Circuit Court Judge Donna McIntosh then sentenced Richard Barnes to life in prison. Now, initially, Richard Barnes told police that he was in Orlando during the time of the shooting. However, a neighbor testified that he saw Richard Barnes walking quickly down an alley moments after his roommate heard 4 gunshots. Assistant State Attorney Brianna Bynum told jurors that Richard Barnes killed Cynthia McGee-Bryant because she refused to give him his food stamp debit card. Police found it in her purse near her body. Richard Barnes was homeless, and he had his food stamp debit card sent to Cynthia McGee-Bryant's business address. According to Sanford police investigator Jonathan Hall testified that Richard Barnes had a history of selling his food stamp card for money or drugs, and that's why Cynthia McGee-Bryant refused to hand it over to him. Take a breath. Let me work right here. Now, Cynthia has gone on. She's made her transition. And Richard Barnes, his life is gone. He's spending life in prison. All right? There are so many red flags that were in this particular story. You all read up on this story yourself. There were so many red flags. We could talk about the shoulda, wouldas, and couldas of this story, but I really don't want to go there. Because this story, their story, is so many women and men's story right now. And I stated to you all in the beginning of this video, when helping you starts to hurt me, I got to go. There's not a scripture you can tell me. There's not a mama said and daddy said, oh, you can. Hell no. When helping you starts to hurt me, I got to go. And there's so many women and men, especially women, who are in situations like this where you're trying to raise a man. Let me tell you, I always do this on my show, and y'all start laughing when I start talking about Evangelist K. Michelle, her song that she has, You Can't Raise a Man. Some of you women need to listen to that song until it's saturated in your consciousness and it's manifested in your life. You can't raise a man. Some people are where they are because they didn't listen when they were younger, and now they are adults. And because they didn't listen to authority, now life is taking them to and fro, banging their heads back and forth, and they still don't want to listen. And you think, some men get in this too, women do it a lot, but you think if I get in there and help him out, if I help her out and show him another way, it's not your job to do that. That's not your job. Some of you are on different levels and you're reaching down to the bottom of the barrel trying to pick people up to bring them where you are, and it's not going to work. Some of you are wasting your time and you're wasting your life. And if you don't be careful, you're going to lose your life trying to work with someone who doesn't love you like you love them, who doesn't see things in you, the greatness in you like you see in them. You need to sit back and assess the situation. Why am I the only one giving? Why am I the only one trying to motivate and encourage? Why am I the only one doing all the heavy lifting in this relationship, in this friendship, in this situation? You have to assess it. Man, speak, Dawson, speak. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting free just by doing this commentary myself. I don't know about you, but I put myself in harm's way trying to help people, and I know many of you have. And a lot of times people have used, scriptures and stuff, and some have even used popular sayings like, what would Jesus do? And the next time they say that to you, tell them Jesus would tell them, rise, take up your bed and walk. You ain't got to get there and touch nobody. Just speak a word. I was talking to my aunt a couple of weeks ago. My aunt is a first lady. Her husband is a bishop here in Florida. I ain't going to tell y'all where. I will not tell y'all where my uncle is a bishop at. But look here. My aunt asked the question. She said, do you get a lot of letters? And I said, yes. I get a lot of letters and comments, but mostly from women in ministry, especially first ladies, who tell me, Dawson, you telling the truth. Keep preaching, Dawson. I'm a living witness. Keep talking. Keep speaking. You're telling the truth. And for those of you who come onto this platform, I don't know about nobody else's platform. I'm talking about mine, the one I created and cultivated. There are people who come on my platform and they say, Dawson, you need to be in the church talking about this. You done missed it. You need to be telling this to the people in the church. No, the church will limit me. No way. I can't be in there like the rest of the people telling you run around the church and touch the dough and the devil will leave you alone now and forevermore. No, I'm not doing that, because a lot of these people in these churches, especially on the pulpits, are speaking and teaching and preaching and talking a bunch of nonsense. They're talking a bunch of trash. But Dawson down here on YouTube trying to help you save your ass. That's the difference between me and them. Now I'm off of this, but I go back to what I said in the beginning. When helping you starts to hurt me, I got to go. If you don't remember anything about this video, remember that. When helping others starts to hurt you, you got to take yourself out of the situation. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. Go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this topic. And again, I send my condolences out to the family and friends of Cynthia McGee-Bryant. Peace.